every single day you have to push your body to do this.
Yes.
You have to.
Yeah, well, yesterday I sort of give it a pass, give it a miss.
And then when you give it a miss, do you miss it?
Well, terrible thing is when you have a holiday after like 1 week, you don't want to come back anymore. You know, it's very comfortable, sort of feel cleansed and unambitious.
Then why go back?
Because it makes you feel good.
Yeah, right. You have a freedom, a physical freedom, which people do envy.
Well, you don't have it, but you acquire it. You have to go and submit yourself to this task of acquiring new vocabulary. Very unpleasant. Boring. You'd rather be somewhere boring. You'd rather be somewhere else. Better do something else. But satisfaction of doing this very complex choreography, very witty, it's all yours. Public maybe not go on all the way with you, but you are there to present it to them. They must see. I know they come to my performance. I have to present to them that it is something very valid work.
He started quite early on dancing in slightly modern ballets, but his big baptism of fire with modern choreography, I think, was in Glenn Tetley's Field Figures, which really jumped absolutely into a new world as far from Swan Lake and Sleeping Beauty as you can imagine.
If you want to devote your life to dancing, do you have to say no to any emotional involvement?
Oh, no. No, you would like to get emotionally involved. That doesn't happen that easy. No.
It's not that.
No, nobody wants to divide you. When any person doesn't want to be second in a line, usually a person you love, most of the time, they will not want to stay with you. They don't want to be second.
Well,
because art is your first call.
Your last call.
Yes. so there are appendages, you know. So there's very few people have enough generosity or wisdom or patience or largesse to stick around. No?
I wondered whether you get annoyed with people, generally, who, because you are a public figure, think they know you, right? And they even tell you who you are.
And what you stand for.
That's right. Does it annoy you?
After a few years in the West, like 2-3 years, it sort of developed a self-protective mechanism, you know, like duck, greasing one's feathers and water just runs off. Anyway, at the moment I'm reading a biography of Dostoevsky. I decide to read every possible thing about Dostoevsky, learn all. I mean, got such a rough deal and been pronounced traitor and without talent and this and that and that. He had the most really horrendous criticism. I mean, if he had to go through that, I mean, what me? I mean, I should bear it.
You feel you've had it easier?
You know, I had it very easy, yes. Back in Russia, I was too preoccupied with dancing and or with music or with theater, so I never had time to read and to absorb. Also, things in Russia, they've been kind of pushed, conceptions been stuffed in your head. So after a while, you sort of recoil and you don't want to read no Pushkin, no Tolstoy, no Chekhov, no Dostoevsky, you know.
Action là, bien. Okay.
In the early 70s, he started what is his present life, which is really freelancing all over the world. He wasn't only interested in dancing other people's ballets, he wanted to mount his own productions, which he did. He mounted full-length classics in a good many companies, and he acted films like Valentino, and he was interested in all forms of performing, directing, producing.